Dreamers! Today's the last video in our Disneyland Diamond Celebration series before the big house party on Twitter at hashtag DL60houseparty. Tomorrow, we'll be watching the Dateline Disneyland official opening day ceremonies exactly 60 years to the second from its original broadcast at 7:30 p.m. Eastern or 4:30 p.m. Pacific. You can read more about it in the description below. It's time for dessert! For our Diamond Anniversary Celebration house party, today we'll be making blue and white cupcakes inspired by the 60th anniversary design currently available at Disneyland. Let's get started! You'll need the following ingredients. To save time and fit the 1955 theme, we're using a pre-packaged cake mix and icing. This will help us focus on the decoration. You'll also need eggs, water, and oil to complete the batter. The Disneyland cupcakes are a lemon cake with strawberry filling, so you'll need jam and lemon extract. For the icing, I've got 2 jars of fluffy white icing, some blue food coloring, and piping bags. You'll need a flat petal tip and a large round tip. White chocolate candy melts for decorations. I also found cupcake liners with the exact pattern used at Disneyland, though any liner will do. Mix up your batter, whether it's homemade or cake mix. I've added a couple drops of lemon extract for that lemon flavor. Place your cupcake liners into the muffin tin and spoon the batter into the cups. Time to bake! Remove from the oven and let them cool completely. Watch for kittens prowling around for a taste test. To melt the white chocolate for our decorations, bring a small pot with some water until just before boiling. Take the pot off the heat and place a metal bowl over the pot to make a double boiler. Add the white chocolate candy melts to the bowl and stir using a plastic utensil. Wood utensils can hold moisture and that can ruin your white chocolate. Keep stirring until all the chocolate solids are fully melted. You can also use the microwave, but I prefer this method. I'm making 2 decorations, chocolate jewels and a chocolate Disneyland D. For the jewels, I spooned some of the melted chocolate into a mold. For the letter D, I'm going to set up a piping bag with a small round tip and place the melted chocolate into the bag. As a guide, I've printed out a reverse Disneyland D on a regular piece of paper and placed the parchment paper over top. I then piped the chocolate carefully over the D shape. Don't worry if you make a mistake, you can fix it later. When my cupcakes were baking, the top spread out too far, so I cut off some of the excess to make a nice round, perfect cupcake top. Using a small spoon, I cut a small hole in the top of the cupcake. But don't throw away that piece. Add a spoonful of strawberry jam into the hole for the filling. Place the top of the hole gently back onto the cupcake to cover the jam. Over to the mixer! Spoon some icing into the mixer, remembering to set aside some white icing for later. Smear the mixing paddle with the food coloring and mix well to incorporate evenly. You're going for a rich diamond blue. Now to pipe the icing. The Disneyland cupcake has a cone of white icing, so use a large round piping tip. I'm using a texture tip because that's what I had. Switch to a flat petal piping tip and pipe U-shaped ribbons along the side of the cake. Make a single layer. Don't worry if you can still see some of the cake underneath. I'll be covering it with blue icing later. Add blue icing to a new piping bag and using the flat piping tip, overlap the white ribbons with blue ribbons. Go around the cake twice with the blue icing ribbons. To add more shimmer to this diamond cupcake, I've got some silver sprinkles to add to the top. To paint my white chocolate decorations, I add a few drops of lemon extract to the edible silver color dust and mix to incorporate. Then I evenly paint the white chocolate decoration silver. Demold the white chocolate diamond, it should pop out fairly cleanly, and place it on top of the cupcake. And gently place the silver D on top of your very own Disneyland Diamond Anniversary cupcake. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you tomorrow at our Twitter house party. Don't forget, #DL60 house party. I hope you comment, like, and subscribe, and see you real soon!